Hey guys, and welcome back to the Beamer Barn. I'm your host, the Duke of Alexandria. 3D printers used to make all sorts of things, such as useless knickknacks, untraceable firearms, and now Velocity Stacks for the N52 Velocity Stacks. They pretty much take cold air intakes to the next level. These, of course, are manufactured by a company called 23andMe, 24 RPG, 22 RPD, 23 STDs. It burns when I pee. 22 RPD had manufactured these Velocity Stacks. These, of course, are the beta male version, meaning that they're not the final version. Beta test version, I should say, basically a prototype. I'm a part of an elite group, basically, the beta males as they call it, who are testing these. The final one that they sell to the public might be a different material, or they've talked about having a different sort of a filtered design, which probably would appeal to more people. This unfiltered design is what they call party mode, because it's kind of taking a little bit of a riskier approach. You definitely can't drive through any water because you will die. It kind of puts it out of the question of going through the Rufford Dam or whatever. These have been shown to have gains in the higher RPMs over all the conventional intake manifold setups that people do on our platform, such as the 3-stage intake manifold and the N54 intake manifold. Raymond has dynoed his car. Let's see here. Raymond has dynoed his setup and shown 269 wheel horsepower. First of all, nice.
Using this exact setup?
Indeed. .com. Also, this is not a sponsored video. I have no affiliation with 22 RPD, but keep your eyes on this company because I do believe that they're one of the only companies that are still trying to push the margin on the N52 platform. They're a tuning company, but I run both of their tunes on both of my 328s, and they are a good product. Like I said, they're one of the only companies that are out there trying to push the bar on the N52 platform, so keep your eyes on them. All right, but that's enough yapping. Let's get to the installation. Step one is open your hood. Step one is opening up your hood.
Why?
Glass everywhere. Jeez. That's open. Step two, you're gonna want to get the car on jack stands. So now that the car is successfully on jack stands, it's always a good idea to give it a good shake. But,
why do we need it on jack stands? The intake's right here.
No, yeah, you actually don't really need it on jack stands. Okay, what we're going to be doing is just removing all of the factory intake components, such as the intake box, the hoses, the throttle body, all sorts of that stuff. But essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be removing the intake manifold. It's a pretty straightforward process. I have done this countless times as a former BMW technician. I will be taking some shortcuts just because I'm familiar with doing this, but I don't expect everyone to take these same sort of shortcuts that I'm about to take. Hold on.
Safety first.
Safety first. Get some good zoom-ins on this.
Little pump action going on?
Yup, little pump action fake here going on. Take all this off real quick. It's already unscrewed. A couple of fucking stupid things you got unplugged. There. That out, so it's about 90%.
Should we be worried about that?
Worried about what?
That.
What?
Is that gonna blow up?
This? No, it's not a 335. It's not gonna blow up.
No, that.
Oh, what the? Oh, no, this? That's for when desperate times call for desperate measures.
What do you mean?
See?
Is that a piggy bank?
Yeah, I just keep money. See? It's a freaking battery tester.
I mean, yeah, it's a good place for it, but...
Nothing.
All right.
Why are you so nervous?
I don't know.
It's a battery tester.
I didn't know that. I don't know, it just made me uncomfortable, that's all.
Uncomfortable? We're doing normal work on my car. Like, we're just working on my car.
Nothing about this has been normal.
I was gonna pay you this, but...
Wow, all right.
I'm gonna go for 3 here.
Nice throw!
Hole in one.
Oh, forgot one. Yeah, there's just some screws up here. See? So now, made it much easier to come off. This, if anyone wants their own, this one is for sale. Okay, you're just gonna wanna wipe off some of the oil residue that might be on there. I'm gonna be reusing these gaskets. Where the freak? Okay, so probably real jam down there.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
That's right. So see, they kind of just come out. They're placed in there. But yeah, they fit. Actually, it looks like it would seal because it's got more of it sticking out now. Okay, I installed the intake gaskets that I'm reusing. Making sure there's no dust in here because we won't want to get dust inside the intake. It should just slip right on pretty easy. It also weighs nothing. It's a massive weight reduction. I'll try and get it on without dropping any of these gaskets. I'll be honest, it does feel pretty fragile. Scotty Kilmer would not approve this. Just gonna make sure all these gaskets are still on. So, and I'll put the screws back on. So yeah, torque spec for the intake manifold is really not that much at all. So you're gonna wanna red Loctite the bolts. Per the BMW service manual, the torque spec for these really isn't that much at all. 225 pound-feet of torque plus 360 degrees. Just gonna work them down to spec right now. That was also a joke, by the way. You don't tighten them like pretty much at all. You can feel them kind of tense up a bit and then you don't really go much further. As long as the gaskets are doing their job. So yeah, that's probably freaking tight enough. And that's like 90% of the install. So it comes with this too, which pretty much it's bypassing using the actual mass airflow sensor. It's using like a temperature sensor instead. It retains the map sensor, I think it is, the pressure sensor. This is a fuel vent hose, which I was supposed to buy something to actually have it plug in. There's a port down here somewhere. I can't see it, but I'm gonna leave it open because I don't really care right now. And same thing, we're venting to atmosphere. Venting to atmosphere. I don't have a catch can either, so I'm just gonna leave the PCB open. So this plugs in. Yep, plug that in. Yeah, and then pretty much all it runs off of this. Use the mass airflow sensor connector this way. I'll just kind of run them over here like this. Put this back. And then this is the original snorkel thing. But what I did was I bought a 335 snorkel because it kind of directs the air more in the direction we want it to go. So yeah, there's that. That's the sort of idea. And what I see people doing is they're drilling a hole in this for the temperature sensor, which I think I will do the same as well.
Put it right here.
Yeah, somewhere in there, or yeah, on the side.
No, I mean there's a hole already.
Yeah. Okay, why drill? Good idea. Instead of drilling, I'll just install it. Oh, let's see if it fits.
Maybe a little lube.
Oh, it
See?
does fit. See?
Look at that.
Perfect. No, I don't even have to drill a hole. I'll just screw it on like that. And that should be pretty much the install. Honestly, I'm a little bit scared of water entry, and I think most people would be too. As you can see, my cowl isn't doing a great job at water retention. Little swimming pool over there. But it's not the first time there's been a swimming pool in my car. All right, so this is pretty much the look. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get some zooms on that. Yeah,
Massive.
I would say that this at least adds a couple numbers to 328. There, how about that? 3,328i. Now they know. It's not a sleeper look anymore. Damn. He gave me this little net thing to kind of do a little bit of filtration.
Party mode is now off.
Like I said, they call this version party mode without having any sort of filter. I was a little late to the party, but it's never too late to, have a little party.
Straight into the intake.
With this same setup with MILVs and headers and these exact intake things, whatevers. With this same setup of the Velocity Stacks, Raymond had dynoed his car at, he claims to have 269 wheel horsepower. First of all, nice. Let's see his take on this. Let's phone him in and verify this information. Hey, is this Raymond?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Craig Beamer.
Oh, Craig Beamer, how you doing?
Hey, so I want to install the Velocity Stacks. Yeah, so I was reading your post. It says that you dynoed your car at 269 wheel horsepower.
That's correct. Yeah.
How is that possible? I thought dinosaurs were extinct. Hello? Hello? All right. Now that everything is installed, all we have to do is flash the new tune. Oh yeah, you can just slide that stuff out of the way.
Okay.
Alright, so I got my laptop hooked up. What the f, the lights are on. Alright, so key in, get the lights off, let's see. Will you shut the f up? Shut the f up. I don't care. I don't f***ing care. Okay, so I'm just gonna flash the tune real quick. But they make great tuning products. Their flashing thing is easy to use. They're quick to communicate with you online, unlike some other companies. Stage FP. Don't give a shit. You can name drop them. Sorry, minutes to midnight. Pick out my tune that I have here somewhere over the rainbow. So now it's beginning to tune.
Ooh, it's doing something.
I'll just keep everything still. You have to stay still. Yeah, you know it's serious when the 328 with the laptop pulls up. Look at that, we're almost done. 56, so it's done. Tune complete. Please power off the ignition for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. No start. Sometimes you gotta cycle the ignition a few times.